Hello, hello, hello. Let me hope that you can hear me. You should be able to. How are we all doing tonight? Evening, darling. Evening, Rum Punch. Evening, Mick. Evening, Worko. I hope you're all well. Slightly different setup tonight. Vibe for you. Evening, Rum Punch Man. I mean, we already have the net by Bannon in Rio Shipton, but I also worry that he'll be leaving net here like 50s. To be fair, mate, I always thought we had the net Barry Bannon in Alex Hunt, and he left. So we are looking for the next one. So it's interesting that. Evening Run Punch. Jamel's son. Hi, mate. I hope you're well. We're going mute, thank God. I'm not muted. I know I'm not. How are you all doing? How your weeks all been? Change of setup tonight in terms of where I'm sitting and stuff. I basically Wednesday night did my back in. I ain't been able to go on the last 2 days, and it's upset my daughter, which I didn't know until today. So, yeah, that's been no fun at all. So hope we're all doing well. It's been an interesting week this week for Wednesday. It's been quiet, but I think quiet in a good sense, because I think we're getting things sorted behind the scenes, and we're starting to find out things about pre-season, which is good. You always want to start getting the pre-season stuff out of the way and sorted. I won't lie, it's been like pulling teeth trying to find stories this week. It's been difficult. So thank you for the people who watched the videos this week. It has been difficult to try and find stories. It's just been one of those weeks. Ashley the Heart covered the end, and Worko isn't what I get, it said. But we have been linked with people, and we've had people linked away from the club, i.e. Josh Windass. But it now looks like Josh is down. 17 people in, 6 likes. Get those likes up, people. I would much appreciate it. But before we start, let's do this, and hopefully it'll work. There we go. Mental health check-in. So, 1 to 10, tell me what your mental health is. Mine is about a 4 or 5, just because I'm in a lot of pain. I wish Twitter would realise that free agent can't move until the 1st of July. Yeah, a lot of people don't understand that. Or the thing is, we can talk to him and get him to sign a contract, but he can't join until 1st. Alex, yeah, I know he's been released. It is on the page on the channel. It got done early today as soon as it went up. Twitter couldn't realise themselves out of a paper bag. An 8 for SWSC JL 1867. Run Pump Man is at 8 as well. But it's that weird. It's been a weird week. People have been getting tetchy again, and people need to just remember to be careful. 5 this morning, had to go get the bus to the job centre, but then I went for a breathe, so it went up. Oh, mate, I hope you managed to get the job sorted, or be able to find a new job as well. That'd be great. So takes it to an 8. That's good. Ian and Barry, how you doing, mate? Hope you're well. Speaking to mine and your mate, Shek Cam earlier today, checking how he is. He's enjoying the break. Somewhere between my ankle and your back. Yeah, that's about right. We had a bit of a, not a disaster as such, but on the way home, our eldest hasn't been very happy the last couple of days, and now we found out why she's not been happy, and it's because her routine got changed, and I couldn't take her to school. So yeah, that's been fun. But yes, we need to get busy, really. I think the Wednesday fans are starting to get very frustrated that nothing's happening. And the thing is, only people who have been let go now I think everyone's had their retain list out now, leave with the last lot today. There's the 2 players on that list we know about, which is Pervada, obviously, the young 19-year-old winger, Cola Kearley, or whatever he's called. He's already had a trial at the club. He's 19-year-old winger. And there's another lad called Lewis Bates, who is apparently a very good midfielder. And as Run Pump was saying, looking for the next the next Barry Bannon. That could be your next Barry Bannon. He played very technically gifted player. Ian and Jez, how are you, mate? How we time, Paul? Yeah, not yet, mate. I wish. We are in talks, though. Talks are going well, apparently. And we are communicating to said Pervader. And I think this is the thing. It's interesting. I bloody snapped Luke Bates right up. He looked championship standard in League 2 this season. He did. He looked very, very good. I'm surprised they let him go, but again, they got to cut their cloth accordingly as well because they didn't go up. What did Mick put? What did Mick put? I ain't seen what Mick put. Ian Boffman. What Mick put up? I ain't seen that come through. So, but yeah, he's one I definitely look at. And it's one of the ones where I would try and do our best, because someone did say on Twitter, and I can't remember who it was, that there are a couple of Leeds lads that we are potentially in for. And granted, we'll get known as the Leeds Academy B thing, but it's also that whole thing, we need to be smart with it. But what would you, the edits on top, but what would your 6 signings what were your 6 signings you were, mate, realistically? What my 6 signings realistically I make? Pervader's obviously one. Ugbo depend on money, but I think you could also probably go for a Macaulay Langstaff at Notts County. I think Luke Bates is one that's realistic as well. I'd like to get someone like Scott McKenna in, but I think there'd be a lot of problem there with wage, and that's one of the ones where I'm a bit unsure of. Ugbo, yes, and possibly Maguire. The problem is I think Maguire would be cheaper than Ugbo, but Ugbo's more proven. There was a player we tried to sign in January, and I can't remember his name, and we couldn't get through. Save money on shirts. Yeah. Is Dawson going to have no idea? Stephen Parkin might be. Wouldn't surprise me if he does. It's a good one. Would love to sign Pervader. I think my football lookalike, so could do me some favours. The only issue I've got with Pervader, right, is that he is very injury prone. We have to make sure those injuries are all set. I go for Jeremy Yates at Swansea. That's another good shout by Jack. How many was I up to? I think I was up to 4 or 5. Was I up to 4? We need defenders. We need defenders. We need left backs. There's a left back, and I can't remember his bloody name. Plays in League 1, I believe. My brain's a bit a mess tonight. Do you think that our leader will have a look at... Yeah, definitely. 100% Barry. We're looking all over the field. You look at that midfielder from Sweden, the scoring midfielder from Sweden, and at the end of the day, I think there's a possibility with that. Now, people need to remember something here, right? So you need to remember something here. People keep saying we're not going to spend that much amount on people. Remember, a transfer fee doesn't get paid up top. You don't get paid straight away, right? So you have to bear with that in mind. People are thinking, oh, we can't afford that. If it's done in installments, yes, we can. I think he will get. I think he wouldn't get injured as much if he had a good run of games. I agree. Yeah, he's injury prone, so he's the perfect fit when signing. Yeah. A good left back we could get with Barrows is very good. I declare Brandon Williams, though he's a free agent, seems a bit of a bad apple. Yeah, Brandon Williams has got some demons by the looks of it, and I hope he gets it sorted. Jeremy Love being released by Bournemouth now. I did see that. But that was someone we were after on the Sitcom. So different areas now where we're looking. With my ankle, I think I could get signed to Wednesday. Possibly could, darling. Just making sure the volume's fine. I think you got to, when it comes to signings, look heavily in the free agency. Look heavily who've been released. Because you can pick up some... And I know people will go, oh, that's the cheap option. We want this. But there's some very good free agents out there this year. Like, I mean, ridiculously good free agents. And I don't think people have realised how good some of the free agents are this year. And also the people like going, we won't afford that. I remember doing videos last year about Gassama and Masaba and people. Good shout with Sessignon. The only thing with Sessignon, I don't know, his wages will be an issue, I think. Good shout, though. That will be one that I'll definitely look at. Again, wages. You got to still see what you can do with the wage situation. If we were worried too much about injury, we wouldn't have signed players like Sam Hutchinson. True. Very true. Or Chris Kirtland back in the day, because he used to have a lot of injuries. I think if you get playing week in and week out, they can do well. High Vale from Bristol Rovers, Thierry from Northern Charlton, very good left backs. They've been in League One. Chelsea. Have they been relieved? What? Is he a free agent now, Stephen Parks? Free agent or pay money to Leeds? Pay what money to Leeds? There isn't any money to be paid to Leeds. It's free agency. I'm confused. Oh, really? Has he been relieved? Jesus Christ, that is a good player. Very good player, actually. He was at Celtic for a period, I believe. See what I mean? There's a lot of good free agents. You don't have to spend a lot in this window. If you get your connections right and the way you do things, there's a lot of good players out there. I love Dembele. Harrison Barnes is another great option if we're looking in League One. I think it's going to be a mixture of scouting everywhere, Jack. And we've had the conversation before while we've been talking Wednesday stuff. It's interesting. What's he now playing inside? A lot of them do. A lot of them fall off though, mate. That Chelsea academy system, you have a lot really fall off, and it's a shame really because there's some cracking players. But I think when they start going to sites, that shows you what's happened with their like bartering with an agent, and an agent gone, we want this, and the teams have gone, nope, and then they've gone, well, this player will get them. If they are free, it gives us a bit of leeway with wages. It doesn't. It does because you're not having to pay a transfer fee. It doesn't if you're trying to figure out what they want. You have to do a bit of back and forth. Look at this year with Deshaun. Deshaun's a classic example of a free agent, that had no club. We've gone in there and gone, right, we want to offer you X, and they go, we'll only take a year. You could always have the situation where you have another Deshaun situation. I thought Ben Harmer would have signed by now with Rob tweeting his start of the week. I thought he would have done too, but I'm guessing you got to remember a lot of players are away, especially if you're signing a player who's coming in. Just saying that we're close to getting is set to become a Wednesday player, that could mean everything's agreed with him, but he's not back in the country to do all the media stuff. So that's the kind of thing. Will people rather go free agents or pay money to leave is what I meant, as people are very... Yeah, I get what you mean. Said it for Bannon was a free. You can do a lot with the free mate. Yeah, you can do a lot. I feel like Bernard is doing a bit of a Luongo. I kind of think that is it feels very much that, and he will hit a point. They will hit a point where they turn around and go, nah, we're walking away from this now because we can't do it. Lee can let stars slip anyway. Back in 2011, a certain Byron had 7 games in at Whites. He did. In Carlton Kirby, how you well. With the teams in this league this year, seeing it's most unpredictable. Yeah. Out of all the leagues this season, I think this is going to be the one where anyone can get it. Anyone can really go for this year. And especially with a lot of clubs in the Championship changing managers left, right and centre in the summer. It's going to be interesting. I think the league to look up this year, if you want to be a league that might be a bit different this year, would be, say, a League One, because a lot of teams there. I wasn't surprised if Ben Harmon didn't sign at all. Could do, but I've heard bits that it's pretty much a go. But the thing is, if they're away, a player, if you say you're going to sign a player and they're away, you're not going to do it official until they're here. We did do it with Ben Hennigan, if I remember correctly. We did it with Ben Hennigan where we just put a picture up of him and did it. But here's the thing. You have to have, a lot of clubs like to have the player in the building to do it all. And it could be that it's been agreed with by agent and player to come here, but they're not. There might be something else that's not happened. It's weird how that come out and it's not been done though. Lee's and Blade battling out. Yep, definitely. Carl Darlow is a good shout. I think you've got to remember that with everything that's going on right now, I think you're going to have 46 people in the chat, by the way, and 11 get those likes up, people. I think next week is going to be really, really quick. I think next week going to fly, especially with Euros on that Friday night. I think it can go quick. Not to mention doing the medical need to be in person. Exactly, it does. So I have a funny feeling that next week can be quite crucial. I think you'll probably might get something at the weekend about some other players, because I've seen on social media that, what's he called? Iorfa is still on holiday. So there's him set to re-sign. There's Volks, even though oh yeah, by the way, on the Volks thing, I got a bit of pelters for this one. Basically, I said in my video, in the title, I said it would nowhere near, because I read the article and it said parties haven't come to an agreement yet. So in my head, I said it would nowhere near, and I got a bit of pelter for that. And yeah, people haven't been happy with me this week. Let's put it that way. What's that? Encoding something or other. Keep doing that. I need to keep an eye on that. Ajaya update. I haven't got a clue, mate. All I know is that he trained with us last season, and apart from that, I ain't got a clue. That could be done. For all we know, right? For all we know, we could have about 3 or 4 players all ready to go, and it's just not been announced yet. In my opinion, we either sign someone by Thursday at the latest, or it won't be after the Euros, mate. It can't be after the Euros, Ashley. It can't be. It can't be after the Euros, because 1st of July is when you can start registering. When we get back to a full pre-season. We're back on pre-season on the 28th of June, and the market opens on the 14th of June. I can't see us having. We're going to have players in before the Euros, or on the day of the Euros at least. Ian and John, how you doing, mate? I hope you're doing well. I know I spoke to you earlier, but hope you're doing well. Always happy with you, mate. Cheers, Mick. We are going to get back to your email. We've just been swamped. And I feel really bad for not being able to get it done yet. At the minute, anytime me and our lass get to the end of the day, we collapse on the sofa and we kind of fall asleep. So we will get back to you. We're just trying to figure out when and where. We just not had a chance to sit down and sort it all out. I hope I'm right. I'm hoping I'm right. You got to remember, he wants players in before pre-season starts. I have a funny feeling that they're players ready to go, and they're just not there yet. And it's just, I know people are wanting us to do our business early, right? I get that. I want us to do our business early. The ones that we know that might be a tricky one is like an Ugbo. We know we cannot do anything with him until he's done Copa America. We also had the issue with Bernard when his contract expires on the 1st of July. He is in a 3rd round qualifying game in Copa America for Jamaica, potentially. It's great seeing how Paul talked about us on the podcast. It was very good. I think it's one of those things where it was good to see how we've had that infection on someone else again, because it seems to be something that happens. You come to Wednesday, you leave a Wednesday fan. 47 people watching, 12 likes. Get those likes up, people. I would much appreciate it. Everything helps. What's this? Nope. Let me just check something. Dun, 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 dun. Let's have a look at something here. Okay, that's not what. Oh, yeah, I'm now seeing it. Thank you. I just seen you think, Mick. Good fans, looking forward to a new season, but firstly, looking forward to the Euros, England in it with a real chance this time around. Yeah, I think the Euros will be fun. I think it'll be a really good thing, and he's been very, very brave, actually, for a Southgate. It's weird. I'm not used to seeing him that thing. But you've got a new manager in. You're about to get in. Is it Mark? I think it's Mark Leonardo or whatever. He's been at Northampton. I know that. He's meant to be a cracking player. It'll be interesting. Can't wait to see Danny on the Euros. Yeah, I have a theory that Danny is going to be in the studio audience. Oh, studio audience. Jesus Christ, I've been watching too many political things. On the studio panel on that first Germany game. I think he got first game and possibly their second or third game, and then it's it. That's it. And I think that's the same with Ange. Ange will have 1 or 2 games and then it's it. Because they are not going to be there. Like some people said, oh, he's going to be there for the entire Euros. He's not going to. What do you think about Badu? Badu. I think that's what I say. I think he's a cracking player. I think there's a real good player there. And I really, really hope we are in for him because he's a talent. He looked very good. He's everything we're missing in our midfield. He got pace. He got a bit of trickery. He looks strong on the ball as well, which is good. Mark Leonard. That's it. Mark Leonard from Brighton apart. Yeah, interesting to see our business this summer as the manager. Yeah, brave appointment. But you know what? Brave appointment, but these appointments are coming more of the norm. Look at us. We're very brave. And I think you're starting to get these young managers come through. It didn't work with Millwall with Joe Edwards for whatever reason. Sometimes they work and sometimes they fail. Now, my big thing at the minute is the club that I'm looking at and going, what's going on, is Sunderland. Sunderland are a mess. They just come out recently with a statement today about saying how they're looking for the next manager and stuff. Been 100 odd days since they haven't gotten a manager in. And they were going hard for Will Still, and Still isn't in there either. And the talk that's still going to somewhere in France. Have they been linked with Kuta tonight? Interesting. They would have to pay though, and I don't think they're going to. And the problem is, Sunderland have got this thing where they don't want whoever comes in to bring their own people in. If he's not on the panel next Friday, I think my brain may explode. He might be there a lot for it, though. IT only have 7 pundits included. Yeah, the only way it works... Oh, actually, when do we go to Germany? He may be there for more, actually, thinking about it. He may be there for more because... we got pre-season in Germany. Possibly that he gets to do some while he's over there. Didn't think of that, so he might do some of the other game because we're over there, aren't we, for pre-season, so maybe. But I can see him having the first round. Sunderland linked to the keeper. Also, I'm going to be on my next album. No way! Are you? Seriously? That's epic, Jack. How? Please explain. Please explain how that is awesome, dude. No, generally, that's really cool. That's really cool. I like that. 48. Yeah, please do, mate. Very true, Jez. I'm only grateful for the Blues in Davy. We'll have to have the chance to bring in players and totally change. Thing is, you got that great thing where you get to build something completely. You have to be. You can build now, but again, not you, because you understand it. You get football. There's a lot of Birmingham fans who are going, we're going to walk with this lead. It's going to be easy. We're going to HMF piss up the league. And then you're going to go to someone like a Northampton and they're just going to be dogged. And you're going to do the low block and they're going to frustrate the hell out of you. So be prepared for that. Do you think Poof should have a breakout season or loaned out? I'd like to see him have a pre-season again and go from there and see how he does. I think probably the best bet is to loan him out. That's why I think we're bringing in 2 keepers. I think we're bringing in either, what's he called? I think bringing on Beadle on loan, Harmer at backup, Charles to go out on loan because he needs to play. I had in my brain last night, do we loan out Cadamartri? And the part of me that goes yes, and the part of me that goes no. I say you loan him out till January if he's not going to be starting week in and week out. It won't be easy at all, but if the manager works out and the ridiculous budget is bent wisely, the expectation has to be winning. Oh yeah, your expectation will 100% be winning the league. It got to be. It got to be winning the league because you're going to be spending a lot of money on that squad. And I'd be very shocked if you're not in contention for it. But League One is the hardest league I think it's ever been. Ever. There are some clubs in there that will go strong. So it'll be interesting. So it'll be interesting time for you. Are you are there any rumours about you and Byers still, or is that gone off the boil a little bit? Because where he's going seems to be a bit quiet now. I really still want to see him bring in Dembele, by the way. I like Dembele a lot. It's someone who I think there's a big future with that lad. And I really like to see him come to Wenty. 51 people watching, 16 likes. Get those likes up. It would be absolutely superb. And if I can find it on my phone. There we go. Yeah, I'm playing around with some stuff today because I'm having to sit like this because of my back because it really hurts. Yeah, really struggling. So much so, the handy walking stick for when my F&D bad is out. And it's basically when it's bad all the time. Bio was never a name or a link with Jono down here. From what I've heard, his name never mentioned. Fair enough then. So it's just one of those stupid Twitter trying to be in the know accounts that's trying to do it then. Actually, we'll do a quick look on the old Twitter because I have to make it stupidly big because I have old man eyes now. Over the last 10 years, I think the lower leagues have... Oh, massively. The lower leagues have 100% improved. They've been really, really good. They're getting better. Like, I do like the person who said, when Pep said he'd probably leaving Man City end of next season, said, it's his fault we got all these League 2 and League 1 team playing pretty football out from the back and then getting caught. What happened to hoofing it up to a big man? Kind of thing. And I did find that funny. Yeah, that good signing for the coach. He'll be a coach and then he'll do the rest of it. I think that's smart. If brutally honest, I don't think he ever wanted to leave Barnsley. Kind of thing, but they got good. I think they got a decent bit for him, so they took it. But I think it's starting to get a lot better, the lower leagues, and I'm very intrigued to see what we do next in terms of the next couple of leagues. I think there's a lot of things going on at the moment in football which scare me, but also makes it interesting. He rejected big money at Wrexham to sign for so yeah, that's the thing. He rejected big money, and it kind of one of those things when you if you're able, right, but I'll put it this way. If you're able to do a reject big money, and that is big money from them to do that, it's impressive. I'll see how much I believe in that. I don't believe in that Twitter post anyway. Because it's one of the in the know made up this year. They're basically going, we're set to sign Pervade on a 3-year contract. We could do, we might not do. Who knows? So, by the way, this relaxed format for the roundup seems way better in... Yeah, I think I might do this more often. It's a lot easier for me to do it this way. All I've got to do is make sure I'm in focus, basically. And that's something that can be a bit of a pain in the backside. I won't lie. It can be a bit of a thing. Seems way better than it was. Yeah. Hey, sorry, I'm quite late. I do. No, if mate, how are you? OBD, hope you're doing well. Yeah, I kind of prefer this setup because I feel a little bit more relaxed and I don't feel like I'm constantly at the setup. I think the only thing I've got here, if I want to do any like effects with my voice and stuff like that, I ain't at the setup to go do that in a sense. So I would have to move things around because I don't think I can actually do it. Hi Jake, I hope you are getting on well. Realistic, where do you think you see us finishing this season? Hey Tom, so kits I've heard nothing about. I don't even know who we are, if we're still with Macron or not. I believe we are. A good pre-season, a good recruitment, and if this team can do what they did at the end of the season and carry on with the form we're on, there's nothing that says we can't have a top 10 finish to a top 8. Now, here's the thing. I don't want to say that yet until we get players in. I don't think we can do anything or predict anything until we've got a team in, because that's the issue. Proper love this time of year, no matter what happens, like it, everyone gets so. Yeah, the optimism is good and everyone wants it back. Well, when the next podcast on, it'll be Sunday, mate. They go up Sunday around 1 o'clock. Because we moved the record time to Saturday now. So it should be going up at 1 o'clock on Dexter's channel. And a change of mic. And change the mic, that will be a disaster. And change the mic, that will be a disaster. To be fair... Oh, hang on. Let me just check something. Does the sound effect work on this? Because I can't hear any of this. So let me know if you can hear a difference in sound effects. Charge. All right, don't time for it. Have a good one. And charge the mic. That would be a disaster. Can you hear the voice effect on this? Yes or no? Let me know. Kind of thing. If you can hear voice effects, press 1. No, right, perfect. They need to do that. They need to make it. I love Rose stuff, but they need to make it that you can like actually. Oh shit. Actually, like put voice effects on other mic channels. It does my head in. It shouldn't be set to like the number 1 mic. It should be able to put across all of them, and it does my head in. It's something I think they need to put in the next update, and I hope they do. Kind of thing, because it would be nice to just play around with that a little bit. I get why they don't do it. One of the other things is you see the video going very hard and trying to do stuff. At the moment, whatever I earn on YouTube, it basically going straight back into my household bills. The other half has gone on to maternity pay, so I am now covering the half of the bills that she would be doing it. Keep it analog and get some helium. Oh, that would be funny. Don't give Jack ideas. That's all I'm going to say on this. Please don't give Jack ideas. The last thing I need is Jack having ideas of doing that. Let me just check this. Dump. Yeah, that's that. Yeah, don't get Jack ideas. Jack doesn't need to go out and buy a bottle of helium. Also, Owls in the Park. If you are going to Owls in the Park, I will be there. So if you see me, come say hello, have a chat, kind of thing. There'll be bits of it where I will be with my kids, and there'll be bits of where I'll walk around as well. I'm tempting to take this mic and my wireless mic with me to maybe do some interviews with some people. I believe Jack is going. I'm just going to say Jack going to this as well. Has anything been said about Pervader and any clubs that want him? Because you were talked about it. Right, so basically, we've already talked to him, basically, and we've already spoke to him trying to get something done. There was rumours that Luton, somebody else, and us were after him. Now, I don't know how much of those rumours are true. I'll be honest with you. What I know is that we are definitely wanting to get him sorted, kind of thing. And we want to get it sorted quickly. The problem is, we couldn't technically go and sort it out yet. We could talk to him, but we couldn't get like a deal in place until he actually been released officially. It was always going to be happening, but we needed the official thing. We tried to do it the proper way. And we've done that, which is great. The only way I see this not happening is if we find someone else, or there's a wage thing we need to match. Now, if you look at what's going on with Josh Windass, at the start of the week, there was the report that Josh Windass was as agreed in principle to sign for Wednesday, but they needed to agree some other factors. So treat that like going to buy a house. You get a mortgage in principle from your bank and lender, and then you have 6 months to 8 months where you still got that. But then if that lapse, you then have to re-agree to it to have it in principle before you agree to it fully to buy your house. So I think the only thing that'll stop it is wages. And I can't see him wanting much. Generally, I can't see him wanting much at all, if I'm brutally honest. I think that lad just wants to go play first team football. Generally, I think he wants to have an injury-free season and play week in, week out, which what we've seen of him, he can do that. He's a good player for that. And if he hadn't picked up those injuries like he did, I think it would have been a completely different game of football for the rest of the season, because I think it would have opened other teams up quite quickly and we wouldn't have been in the position we were in. 49 people watching, by the way, 20 likes. Get those likes up, people. I much appreciate it. Every little does help. If you're new here as well, please subscribe. It's free. All that does is tell YouTube that you've got, I got a subscription base of people who like watching my stuff and go from there. I had to arrange another mortgage yesterday. I went out for a drink in Manchester. How did it go, Jez? That's all I'm going to ask. It can't have been fun. I'm not looking forward to when we've got to do ours in about a year or two time. We're on a fix at minute, and God, I hope they've come down by then and done better. Windass laying his shirt down on the pitch says to me, found a home and he's happy to stay here. Yeah, same, mate. I think that's the same. I think we all read a lot into that, and I think that's more him being happy with where he is. Parade is amazing, but I think the injuries stem from his play style and the way he defended going to him. Yeah, we can change that. No, I needed more to play. Sorry, get you now. I will probably have the England match on somewhere. I'm probably not going to watch it from the start, but I'll have it on somewhere. I've got other things to do first, but I'll have it on and around. It's what I normally do. Can you commentate the England match, please? I would, but I haven't prepared anything for it. If I prepared something for it and I could set up a screen to do it, I would do it. But because I haven't prepared anything, I can't. And I'm pretty dead. I'll be honest with you. It's not been a fun week for me doing this. But if you want me to do a Euro watch along, let me know. Maybe I can arrange something. Maybe I can talk to the other half, seeing if she'll allow me to do a watch along of a Euro game or one of the England games. Let me know if that's something you'd like. I'm more than happy to do that if people are up for doing that. I don't mind watching an England match and commenting over the top. I think it could be quite fun. I might get Jack involved. You never know. Tiny penis. Danny's going to be there. He's going to be there. Sorry, that was a very loud car going past the bloody house, as per usual. I can't believe Braithwaite got so... I can, he's decent. I think he's not that bad, Stephen. I think he's been quite ruthless in who he's not taken and who he hasn't. Yeah, man, do a watch along. Bro, definitely. Yeah, I can try and do that. So I'll set that up. I'll try and figure out how I can set that up. I might have to shift some things around in here, but we can make that work. And I might be able to do it from here instead of being sat at the thing. Maddison was an interesting one. Maddison I was a bit shocked by, but at the same time, I think it's the last throw of the dice for Mr. Southgate. And it'll be fun to see what happens. Oh boy, watching Southgate's England. You sound overjoyed, Jack. Yeah, Madison was the one that's like, yeah, I think, I don't know, Madison one was weird. I don't know what's happened, but it's odd. Wonder if Kaz will ever make it to, well, he played today for the under 20s and did okay. So you never know. His career is always going to be interesting after Wednesday. His career is always going to be interesting after when they do stuff. Also, why is that cable on the floor? Hold on a minute. The cable on. Never been excited ever since watching Josh Luai because Sheffield Wednesday. Why is that cable on the floor? I haven't done on that, have I? No. That should not be on the floor at all. I hate when I drop cables. Am I the only who doesn't really enjoy watching England? Loads of no to football people go pussy. No, Jack's in that same boat. Jack hates watching England. I'll be honest with you, I just like watching football in general, Jez. I'm one of those sad acts that will watch football, whatever's on, and watch it. Hope we get Freda, mate, then the muscle. Oh, where's it gone? I was halfway through reading that, Robert. Muscle injury with Pervada can be fixed. That's all how you train and how you recover after it. He probably not recovered after it well. And you have to think, if that Tash excites you, then I'm dead. Jack can grow that Tash as well. Well. And I mean really well. Jake, if you were a footballer, what position would you play? Well, back in the day, Martin, I was a keeper. I was a goalkeeper back in the day. So probably goalkeeper. Mainly because I liked being able to do stuff. Far as England concerned, I'm uncle. If no I'll play in the team, can't. I'm uncle. As in, if no I'll playing in the team, I can't get excited for it. Yeah, I get that. And that had been a long time since we've had anyone in. And it'd probably be a long time till before we get anyone in, sadly. The only lad who actually does look like who will get into it is said Cadamartri, who's ours. But Beadle could eventually down the line, and then we'll have the thing when Martinev won the World Cup going, oh, he was at Wednesday, he was. How we get Pervada, the muscle injury are now to a 24-year-old lad. He just wasn't matched fit for it, high intent to play, preseason. Yeah, I agree. If you get Pervader in a proper Danny system, you can do really well. And generally, you can get them in a proper Danny system kind of thing and get a preseason behind them, then you will see it change a lot. And that's something what you want to do. My son's also a keeper and had a trial game for Sheffield United, painful, under trial. Well, just put a Winter shirt underneath his Sheffield United shirt, it'll be fine. Plenty of people have done that. Also, we ain't getting Jamie Vardy like some people wanted. Granted, I still don't understand why people want Jamie Vardy at like 37. 100%, mate. That's why he had all those injuries and that won't get... Yeah, the thing, I think you get on ready for it. Like, tattoo him. I think the other thing you've got to remember as well, I wish I could have been a good footballer and played for my school. He's a Rotherham fan. Oh dear. Oh dear. What happened there? What went wrong there, Martin? No, I'm joking. I'm joking. No, I won't lie. This summer's going to be huge. Now, I'm still the whole thing of seeing what to do with Wilkes. There's still part of me I want to see him come good, but I think it might be that time of shift had changed and gone and all that kind of thing. And the issue you've got there is very, very simple. If he does well during pre-season and can play well for the first bit of August and someone comes in for him, you let him go. If he can't, we're stuck with him. Wilkes was the same thing though. Wilkes had these muscle injuries, he just can't seem to shift. And I don't think Wilkes have been injured for ages. Oh, I bet it was. I bet your house was a barrel laughed. You kind of failed as a father, mate. Oh, brutal. Brutal. But what time are we on? We are on... How long have I been going live for? It's the only problem when I sit here. My eyes are dead these days because, yeah. We'll go for another 5 minutes and round it up to an hour. Thank you, mate. No, it's a 57. Yeah. Oh, wait. No, 57, okay. Couple of more minutes and we'll round it up to an hour. Cheers, mate. Yeah, do you prefer this setup as well, the way I do it like this? Because I prefer it a little bit because I'm not having to be at my screen for 27. At least you've been on the screen for 47 minutes. Yeah, because you go take 10 minutes out for the intro because of the YouTube thing. Yeah. Yeah, let's not talk. Members as well. You are a member of this channel. I did a video this week. I did. Yes, I did it off my phone. I am trying to get you EA football stuff sorted. I may have got a capture card sort of from one of you lot, which could be good. I'm hopefully find out more about that next week. And if I have, then fantastic. We can go again and get it all sorted. You also... Yeah, not close up. They always say the camera put £10 on you, but I think for me it just take weight off me. Yeah, I'm at that point where I keep saying this, and on one of the weeks it's gonna come true. I am going to be busy one of these weeks with videos like that constantly, and I have now got it that I have a setup that's in the house, which I can film off my phone, and this microphone, which is great. And so I'm not having to be down here all the time. So that's good for family getting shit done, basically. In October, There will be a slight change in how videos get done. It shouldn't be as quick or as rapid like it is. There might be somewhere something breaks. I might not be able to do it straight away, but I will try to. Basically in October, my wife goes back to work, so I am therefore looking after my soon to be 1 year old son at that point. So I will be looking after him, and I will put videos up when I can, and they will all more than likely be mobile videos. So they won't have the fancy intro, but I will try and make them as good as humanly possible and just keep up the grind because I love doing this. Thank you, Martin. I much appreciate that. It's one of the things I have days where I sometimes read the comments and I have to remind myself, the people's opinions, they don't reflect the entire rest of my audience. And doing content is difficult because I have to juggle it between being a father, being a husband, and my own illness. And this week's stuff have been difficult because if you've got something called pain thresholds, I am in daily pain all the time, but when it hits badly, it's bad. At the moment, the whole of bottom of my back and left-hand side of my back is swollen as hell. But I like to try and keep on top of the videos, and we just keep going. We are growing this community. If I just give you some analytical stuff here, in the last month or so last month we did 94.6k views in total. We did 5.2 watch hours, and we're up to 156 subscribers already this month, and that's just insane. Like one of the days this week we did 5,000 views on the channel, and the goal is to just keep going as fast as humanly possible and enjoying it. So we will keep it going. We will keep it going. We will do this. We are a community. We look after one another. And that's the other thing I want to say. I have had it before where I lost it with some of you, and that's just human nature. It is what it is. But we will keep going on this channel because we built this together. You've all been here some of you have been here from day dot. Some of you have been here and then become a huge part of my family and friendship, which is huge. Something I would never have expected in a million years. I'm sure at times I say some absolute shite, but always here. But if I ever disagree, I like to... That's the thing, I don't mind having a discussion, as long as it's done in a good way. If you can have a discussion with me, we can have really good dialogue and we can have really good comments in the comment section. Like Jez. If Jez is still here, Jez did it in a perfect way this week. I titled a video with mistake, and he's right in what he said. It wasn't a mistake, it was more problems that we had convincing Fizz to stay. It wasn't exactly a mistake of Fizz. Fizz wanted to go. We couldn't stop him. And we kind of got a similar thing with Deshaun. We don't know if Deshaun wants to go or stay. And if he does, it's more, why are we not being able to convince players to stay? And there's the thing, like Jez did a really good... With the way Jez explained it and did it, it wasn't a complete attack like some people can do. And I appreciated the way Jed did it because it came across as concise, it was to the point, and it was in a lovely way. There was no hatred. It's like, this is why I don't think it was a mistake. This is what it was more like. And as you all know, I suck at video titles. I'm getting better, but I suck at video titles. I either spell them wrong, or they don't make no sense, or I give away the entire bloody video. You're doing great, mate. They're the reason people keep watching. Oh, thank you, Mick. I much appreciate that. It's just, I try and be honest as humanly possible to you guys when something breaks or when something does, and I have my opinion to it. And the whole reason I started this is I got sick and tired of reading things all the time. and I can't spell for shit. I can't write for shit. So I went, right, I'll do a camera. I might not be able to talk for shit, but I'll give it a try. No, it was meant to no, that's what I mean. That's why I liked it. I liked it, Jeff, because it came as constructive criticism, and I know it. Me knowing that your background is journalism, it was nice to see, because it like, you know how difficult it is to get that that tagline, and you know how much you have to have that tagline to go. If I don't have this said tagline, it's not gonna do well. It's the difference between your readership getting 100 and your readership getting 1,000. So it's the difference between 100 views and 1,000 views. But that's it's the beauty about your channel, mate. Yeah. Yeah, that's the thing. I don't try to be anything I'm not. People know that there are times where I can't get to games as much as I want to, and I find ways around it and stuff like that. And you can all might imagine how the ways around it is. We won't go into that. We'll just go like this. So yeah, you have to find swings and roundabouts with it. And we build the channel together. We support each other in here. There have been times where I've had people in the chat who are not doing well, and my video has been the source of helping them feel good this week, or making them feel better, or they haven't got anyone around them to talk Wednesday with. I have a lot of people who watch the shirt reviews. So the shirt review video, when it comes out, I will do it. And I have a lot of owls who are across the pond who won't be able to go touch it or have a look at it. So I do a review for them, because they don't get to be able to know what the shirt is like. So I appreciate it. Any chance you will be doing fan phone-ins? Or I am bringing them back, Martin. They are getting done soon. I want to do some soon. I think we may have a roundup or the debates or the debriefs as a phone-in. I need to figure it out, but we are going to try and bring that back, because I want to do that. I never look at clickbait. I see you sent out a video. What simple. Yeah. Yeah, so I do want to get that sorted. So we are going to get that done. We're going to get phone-ins. We're going to get interviews done as well. It'd be good. Across the... Yeah. Yeah, basically, mate. Yeah, exactly. You're in Holland, if I remember correctly. If I remember correctly, you're either in Feyenoord or Amsterdam. I might be wrong. I might have just pulled that all out my ass. But yeah, there's a lot of people who watch my stuff who don't go to games, who don't have any interaction from Wednesday fans. They have their local fans, and that's it. That's it. So for them to come here like a Mick, or I know Rosie, who lives in Leicestershire. I went to Amsterdam. I loved it. Actually, I'm going to show you something, actually, Mick, and you'll know this. Give me a minute. Properties. Come. Do you recognise that then, Mick, by any chance? When I was over in Amsterdam, I had the choice of either picking up an Ajax shirt or picking up one of the Amsterdam flag. So I picked up the Amsterdam flag instead, and I love this thing. Genuinely, I love this thing. I generally think that is one of the coolest flags going. Any thoughts on connecting with the Went to Tie-Dye podcast or the Went to Eat? I would like to, if they're open to it, then yeah. I wouldn't say no. I get on well with both of them. The Amsterdam flag the Amsterdam flag is generally shit. To be fair, I like that flag. I love it a lot. Deck would have had a joke. Oh, Jesus Christ. Not many of them in Sheffield. No, not many at all. I love that flag. It was meant to be for a boat. Join the joint triple podcast for Euros. Not a bad shout. Not a bad shout. Yeah, I just saw it. I like that. Do it. Right. I have been going for an hour and 9 minutes of this. So I am going to go and enjoy the rest of my evening and go and watch the England game. Please enjoy yourselves. There will be a video tomorrow. I haven't figured out what it is yet, so bear with me. It'll be something or other. It'll be nothing or no. Sunday video. I need to talk to you about Sunday video quickly. So Sunday video is a little bit of what I've said before. So some helium, yeah. Sunday video will be something that I got to film midweek again, like I did last Sunday, but it's about what position we need, and some of it is all information, so I will sort it. So I'll see you in the next one. Have a good one, guys, and have a fantastic weekend, and I'll see you in the next video.